When renting an apartment, so many things can contribute to a bad overall experience. So, what recourse do tenants have if they encounter a terrible landlord or negligent property manager? Today, we go over tips for dealing with and reporting bad landlords when issues arise. Hey everyone, it's Alyssa here from Bay Property Management Group, your local property management experts, here to help owners throughout Maryland, Virginia, Washington, D.C., and Pennsylvania get the most from their rental investment. Before we begin, be sure to check out the link in the description to our blog, which offers the latest industry news, plus advice and tips for rental owners, investors, and tenants. So let's get started. Once you sign a lease, dealing with difficult landlords can go from annoying to just horrible really fast. So how can tenants protect their interests and also prevent tension before it escalates too far? The first tip is to read the lease thoroughly, and this is vital for many reasons. Be sure to ask questions if there are any terms you do not understand, as violating these down the road can easily lead to issues with the landlord. Tenants also need to understand their rights, as well as their responsibilities as a renter. So take time to research local landlord-tenant laws. Unfortunately, some owners will unknowingly or even knowingly try to include illegal lease provisions. Paying rent on time is critical to a great landlord-tenant relationship. Delinquent payments not only cause you additional fees, but can also quickly raise tensions with your landlord. When disputes arise, documentation is key. So along with a move-in checklist to document any existing issues, take lots of photos of your own. Additionally, keep notes and details on any meaningful phone conversations you have, and do not delete any email or text exchanges. The next tip is to make requests in writing. Whether using an online portal, email, or text message, always save copies or screenshots of these messages with a timestamp in case any disputes arise. Stress can cause even the nicest people to get heated. That said, losing your cool will only make the situation worse. So whether you are addressing payment concerns or a maintenance issue, treat the communication with your landlord as you would any other professional relationship. Last but not least, compromise is a crucial factor in maintaining a good landlord-tenant relationship. Always communicate with your landlord respectfully and hear them out. Even if you feel slighted, there may be a simple explanation that is easily corrected. Landlords must ensure the rental home is free of any health or safety issues. If the tenants report concerns and the landlord fails to act, reporting them to local agencies may be reasonable. Here are 6 reasons to consider reporting landlord negligence. Number 1, pest infestations. Report evidence of a mouse, rat, roach, bedbug, or other pest infestation to your landlord. But first, carefully read your lease to determine who is liable. If it is the landlord's responsibility and they fail to act, this could create a health hazard and warrant reporting them to local housing authorities. Number 2, mold. Mold can be a significant health hazard. So as a tenant, knowing the warning signs and alerting the landlord to any mold growth immediately is critical. If the landlord does not respond, further action may be needed. Number 3, lead. Lead paint, like mold, can be dangerous to a person's health, especially children. If your landlord does not address chipping or peeling paint, this could become an actionable housing code violation. Number 4, lack of vital services. No access to essential utilities such as running water, electricity, or heat constitute a maintenance emergency. Tenants can report bad landlords who do not address these issues promptly. Number 5, broken plumbing fixtures. Working plumbing fixtures are a fundamental right for tenants. If landlords fail to complete repairs that restore essential functionality, tenants have a right to report them. And finally, number 6, structural issues. Structural issues often coincide with imminent safety concerns. For example, if a roof leak goes unrepaired, the ceiling can become compromised, leading to a possible collapse, mold growth, or other hazard. So if owners fail to address structural concerns, the tenant can contact appropriate authorities. So how should a tenant go about reporting bad landlords? Emergency repairs simply cannot be neglected, and landlords must take action promptly. If you feel your landlord is or has neglected such emergencies, there is a process to follow for reporting them. The first step is to send written notice to the property owner or manager. The purpose is to describe the issue and give the landlord the time and opportunity to address the problem. Typically, this time frame can be up to 45 days, but may vary depending on your local jurisdiction. Keep in mind, both the written notice and repair time frame is required before filing any complaint with the health department. Next up is to file the complaint if the landlord still does not take action per the notice previously sent. Local authority websites will have further instructions on what to include when you report bad landlords. Filing a complaint is just the beginning of the process. After receiving a report from a tenant, the health department steps in to investigate and takes the following actions. The first step is to inspect the property and investigate the tenant's complaint to determine what, if any, health violations exist. Additionally, inspectors will look for any other issues the tenant may not have noted. After an inspection, the inspector will compile the evidence into a report. This includes the property address, along with any violations and the time frame allotted for necessary repairs. This report is then sent to the landlord, informing them of any violations noted. From there, the landlord has a certain number of days to fix any outstanding issues. Once the landlord has fixed any health violations, an inspector needs to come back out to re-inspect the property. If the inspector comes back and verifies that all health violations have been corrected, a letter of compliance will be issued. However, if the landlord has not fixed the violations or failed to do so within the time constraints, the health department can impose fines on the landlord until everything is compliant. Keep in mind, while landlords are responsible for providing a safe and habitable home, tenants are not free of their own responsibilities. Owners are not responsible for health or safety issues caused by the tenant's abuse, neglect, or unsanitary living conditions inside the unit. So tenants have a responsibility to maintain their rental home and comply with all eligible health and safety codes. For more advice on a variety of other issues important to the rental industry, subscribe to the Bay Property Management Group channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss out on exclusive content. Also, be sure to check out our blog via the link in the description below for tips on everything from home maintenance to applicant screening tips. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up or leave a comment down below. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video.